For many years, the blockchain was associated mainly with digital native assets, cryptocurrencies, tokens, and decentralized applications. But something important has started to change. The next phase of blockchain is no longer about purely digital assets. It is about bringing real-world assets onto blockchain infrastructure. This shift is often referred to as an RWA, real-world asset. To understand why this matters, we need to look at how traditional assets function today. Take government bonds, real estate, or private credit. These assets exist within complex legal and financial systems. Ownership records are maintained by institutions, transfers require intermediaries, settlements can take days, sometimes longer across borders. The system works, but it is slow, fragmented, and often expensive. Blockchain introduces a different approach. Instead of maintaining ownership across multiple disconnected systems, the asset can be represented on a shared digital ledger. This doesn't mean the physical asset disappears. A building remains a building, a bond remains a bond, but its ownership record can exist in digital form that moves more efficiently. In theory, this allows an assets to be transferred faster, tracked more transparently, and cited with fewer intermediaries. Why institutions are interested in this? Because the scale is enormous. The global bonds market alone are worth tens of trillions of dollars. Real estate, even more. If even a small portion of these assets moves onto blockchain-based system, the impact on the settlement speed, liquidity, and accessibility could be significant. This is not speculation. Major financial institutions have already begun testing tokenized bonds, tokenized funds, and blockchain-based asset settlement system. The governments, investment banks, and asset managers are all exploring how this technology can integrate with existing financial structure. What makes RWA different from earlier crypto narratives is its connection to the real economy. This is not about creating new digital assets from nothing. It is about improving how existing assets are recorded, transferred, and financed. In many ways, it represents a bridge between traditional finance and blockchain infrastructure, a bridge between the old system and the emerging one. If this transition continues, blockchain may become less visible to the public, not because it failed, but because it succeeded as infrastructure. Just like the internet, which now operates quietly beneath almost every industry. In the next episode, we step into another important development, why major institutions and parts of Wall Street increasingly engaging with blockchain infrastructure, and what does this signal about the future structure of global finance.